I've said all along that the one place that I would want to make my first step back out was Texas.
Welcome to our channel. In today's world, accountability is at a premium. More people are losing their jobs because of inappropriate behavior than ever before. Here are the celebrities who have come under fire for accusations of racism as society demands justice for their actions and words. The late radio personality Don Imus was infamous for his crude and often racist humor. Throughout his career, Imus became known for skating over controversy, frequently using his platform to feature questionable material. His style earned him the label good-natured racist from the Los Angeles Times. However, the tides began to turn against him, and by 2007, the public's patience with his antics had worn thin. The tipping point came during a segment on his long-running show, Imus in the Morning, when he referred to the Rutgers women's basketball team as nappy-headed hoes, a remark that was reported by the New York Times. The backlash was immediate and severe. Both NBC News and CBS Radio responded swiftly to the outcry, suspending Imus for 2 weeks. This suspension soon became permanent, heavily influenced by the campaigns led by civil rights activists Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Despite this significant setback, Imus managed to find his way back to the airwaves. Less than a year after his show was canceled, he returned to radio with a new cast and a new program on WABC. Imus continued to broadcast until his passing in late 2019 at the age of 79. If you want to explore the journey with me, please leave number 1 and watch this video until the end. Interesting things are waiting for you in the video. In 2013, Paula Dean found herself at the center of a racial controversy. It began when Lisa T. Jackson, a manager at one of Dean's restaurants, filed a harassment lawsuit against her. During her testimony, Dean admitted to using racial slurs and tolerating racist jokes. She also shared her vision of a Southern-style plantation wedding for her brother, inspired by a restaurant where the all-black serving staff wore white dress jackets and black bow ties. This revelation, captured in a video deposition, caused an uproar when it leaked to the public. The fallout was swift and severe. Critics slammed the celebrity chef for her admissions, and the New York Times reported that Dean posted 2 apology videos on YouTube, only the second of which remained. In that video, Dean claimed, "Your color of your skin, your religion, your sexual preference does not matter. However, the damage was already done, and for the Food Network, her apologies were too little, too late." The network swiftly responded to the controversy. A spokesperson for the Food Network announced that they would not be renewing Dean's contract, effectively ending her association with the channel. This decision marked a significant turning point in Dean's career, illustrating the industry's growing intolerance for racial insensitivity. What's better than starting the day with a delicious cup of tea and watching this fascinating video together? Anthony Cumia was one half of the radio duo Opie and Anthony, a partnership that entertained listeners for nearly 2 decades, starting in 1995. The show, known for its outrageous content, began airing on Sirius XM in 2004. However, a decade later, Cumia's career with the show came to an abrupt end. The incident that led to Cumia's downfall occurred in Times Square, New York. According to Cumia, he was taking pictures when a woman who inadvertently got into his shot assaulted him. In response, Cumia had a public meltdown on Twitter. In a series of now-deleted tweets preserved by Gawker, he lashed out at the woman and her race, calling her a savage and declaring, "There's a deep-seated problem with violence in the black community. They prey on white people." Cumia and the show had previously faced controversies, but this incident was too significant to ignore. According to the New York Times, SiriusXM decided to fire Cumia, stating that his behavior was wholly inconsistent with what SiriusXM represents. This decision marked the end of Cumia's tenure on the show, highlighting the limits of acceptable behavior even in a medium known for pushing boundaries. Please comment number 1 to let me know that you will be with us until the end of this video. In March of 2018, Roseanne Barr made a highly anticipated return to TV after more than 20 years, drawing enormous viewership numbers. According to the Washington Post, the series premiere of Roseanne marked ABC's biggest hour-long telecast since 2006. The show's comeback was initially celebrated as a major success. However, the celebration was short-lived. Roseanne Barr, known for her controversial persona, took to Twitter with a now-deleted tweet targeting Valerie Jarrett, a woman of color and former aide. Barr's offensive tweet read, "The Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby." The backlash was immediate and severe. Just hours after the tweet, ABC swiftly canceled Roseanne, despite having renewed it for another season. Barr's agency, ICM Partners, also dropped her. In the days following the incident, Barr issued a series of tweets attempting to explain and apologize for her actions, most of which have since been deleted, as reported by Deadline. She apologized to Jarrett, attributing her tweet to ambient tweeting, and expressed remorse for the actors and writers who lost their jobs due to the show's cancellation. Megyn Kelly is no stranger to controversial comments regarding race. Known for once laughing at the suggestion that Santa Claus could be anything other than white and telling kids Santa just is white, Kelly's views have often sparked debate. However, it was her discussion on blackface that ultimately got her fired from NBC in 2018. In October of that year, an all-white panel on Megyn Kelly Today discussed the appropriateness of blackface for Halloween costumes. Kelly questioned, "What is racist? You do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface on Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. Like that was okay when I was a kid, as long as you were dressing like a character." Her comments sparked immediate backlash. Shortly afterward, Kelly sent an email to NBC staffers apologizing for her tone-deaf discussion, explaining, "I've never been a politically correct type of person." She returned to the air the following day to apologize to her viewers, receiving a standing ovation that many found oddly placed. However, the damage was done. NBC ran a rerun in place of Kelly's show the next day, and the cancellation of Megyn Kelly Today followed shortly after. Don Cherry, a former NHL coach and renowned Canadian hockey personality, made a name for himself with his unapologetic and brash persona. Celebrated for his candidness, Cherry often said the first thing that came to his mind. During a segment of Coach's Corner in 2019, Cherry delivered his final nationally broadcasted rant, targeting immigrants in Canada. Cherry's comments were met with immediate backlash. This wasn't his first time courting controversy. He had previously criticized Colin Kaepernick's national anthem protest and had a history of mocking and criticizing Europeans. His stance on immigrants was also nothing new. In a 1990 interview with the CBC, he had bragged about his nationalism and complained about immigrants stealing jobs. However, his latest remarks proved to be the tipping point. Following the uproar, Cherry was let go by Sportsnet. Company president Bart Yabsley stated via USA Today, "Sports brings people together. It unites us, not divides us." Following further discussions with Don Cherry after Saturday night's broadcast, it has been decided that it is the right time for him to immediately step down. This decision marked the end of Cherry's long and contentious career on national television. In June 2020, Vanderpump Rules underwent a major shakeup, axing 4 of its cast members for alleged racist behavior. The cleansing began after former cast member Faith Stowers shared her experiences of being the only black person on the show. Speaking on Instagram Live with Candace Rice, Stowers recounted the harassment she faced, saying, "They were calling me names, saying my hair was nappy. Stowers also revealed that cast members Kristen Dutt and Stassi Schroeder falsely identified her as a criminal on the run and reported her to the police. "This woman was robbing people, and they called the cops and said it was me," Stowers said. This incident reignited outrage and led to the resurfacing of previous racist tweets from new cast members Brett Caprioni and Max Boyens. Although Caprioni and Boyens had apologized for their past tweets and were initially allowed to stay on the show, this time the network took decisive action. A representative told Page 6 Bravo and Evolution Media confirmed today that Stassi Schroeder, Kristen Dutt, Max Boyens, and Brett Caprioni will not be returning to Vanderpump Rules. In response to a series of racist tweets from 2012 and 2013, MTV made the decision to shelve Taylor Selfridge's scheduled special and end their relationship with her. A spokesperson for MTV told People magazine that they pulled the special from their schedule due to Selfridge's past racist statements on social media. According to The Blast, the tweets included disparaging remarks about black people, with one tweet stating, "We have to greet everyone at work, but sometimes I won't greet the black people because they scare me." It was noted that MTV had been aware of these tweets for some time, as Cheyenne Floyd had confronted Selfridge about them during an episode of Teen Mom OG. In response to the backlash, Selfridge posted a statement on her Instagram story apologizing for her past actions. She also indicated that she was the one who decided to back out of the special, suggesting that she no longer saw the reality TV lifestyle as beneficial for her. Reflecting on current events and the selective application of rules in reality TV, Selfridge expressed a lack of further respect for the industry. Aby Lee Miller, known for her role as the dance instructor on Lifetime's Dance Moms for 8 seasons, faced significant controversy when her new spin-off show, Aby's Virtual Dance-Off, was canceled amidst accusations of racist comments. The controversy escalated when Adriana Smith, mother of Dance Moms star Cameron, publicly criticized Miller's behavior. Smith recounted a statement allegedly made by Miller during Season 8, where Miller said, "I know you grew up in the hood with only a box of 8 crayons, but I grew up in the country club with a box of 64, don't be stupid." Smith interpreted this as Miller asserting her superiority. Further allegations emerged from Camille Bridges, another mother on the show, who claimed that Miller portrayed her daughter Cameron in a derogatory light with racist undertones. News reported on Bridges' accusations, adding to the controversy surrounding Miller's conduct. In response to the backlash, Miller posted a black square on Instagram in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement and issued an apology. She acknowledged her past remarks and behavior, expressing regret and stating her commitment to learning from the experience. Hartley Sawyer, known for his role as Ralph Dibny on The Flash, faced consequences when disturbing tweets from his now-deleted Twitter account resurfaced. In these tweets, Sawyer made offensive remarks, including one about Al Sharpton and another expressing a skewed view on equality. Following public outrage and backlash, Sawyer issued an apology on Instagram. Despite his apology, the network and producers took swift action. In June 2020, Sawyer was fired from The Flash. Network executives clarified their stance in a statement to Variety, emphasizing that they do not tolerate derogatory remarks targeting any race, ethnicity, national origin, gender, or sexual orientation. This incident underscored the accountability demanded in the entertainment industry regarding past and present behaviors on social media, reflecting broader societal expectations for responsible and respectful conduct. Lea Michele, renowned for her role as Rachel Berry on Glee, found herself embroiled in controversy after tweeting about George Floyd's death and supporting Black Lives Matter. Her former co-star, Samantha Ware, who played Jane Hayward on Glee, responded with accusations of Michele making her time on the show a living hell. Ware detailed alleged microaggressions and hurtful comments Michele had made. In response to the backlash, Michele issued a statement apologizing for her behavior, acknowledging that she had hurt others with her actions, even though she claimed not to remember the specific incidents with Ware. The fallout continued swiftly. HelloFresh, a brand Michele had a paid partnership with, announced on Twitter that they were ending their relationship with her immediately. Their statement emphasized their stance against racism and discrimination, expressing disappointment over the claims against Michele. B Gibson, an Australian wellness influencer, rose to fame in 2013 with her mobile app and cookbooks promoting a healthy lifestyle through natural remedies. She claimed to be managing multiple cancers with her diet and lifestyle choices, garnering widespread attention and trust. However, in 2015, rumors surfaced questioning the authenticity of her cancer claims and her charitable donations. Under mounting pressure, Gibson admitted to lying about her illness in an interview with the Australian Women's Weekly. She attributed her behavior to her upbringing, but acknowledged the falsehoods. The revelation led to a rapid downfall of her career and credibility. In 2017, she was fined $410,000 for deceiving consumers and making false claims. Despite the evidence against her, Gibson continued to maintain her innocence regarding certain aspects of her deception. Liam Neeson sparked intense debate on social media during an interview where he candidly discussed a personal incident from nearly 40 years ago. While promoting one of his movies, Neeson revealed how he had reacted to the sexual assault of a close friend by a black man. He admitted to feeling intense anger and a desire for revenge, even roaming the streets with a weapon, hoping to provoke a confrontation with a black man. Neeson's admission stirred strong reactions, with many condemning his actions as racist. Critics argued that his behavior reflected deep-seated prejudice. However, others, including celebrities like Trevor Noah and Whoopi Goldberg, defended Neeson, appreciating his honesty and acknowledging his subsequent regret and shame. The controversy did not derail Neeson's career, but it did affect his public image and likability. It underscored broader discussions about racism, forgiveness, and the consequences of past actions in the context of personal growth and societal judgment. Chris Harrison, a long-standing figure on The Bachelor and its spin-offs, faced a dramatic career setback in 2021 following an interview with Rachel Lindsay, a former bachelorette. During the interview for Extra, Harrison addressed controversial actions by Bachelor contestant Rachel Kirkconnell, including attending a plantation-themed party and liking racially insensitive social media posts. Harrison's comments sparked widespread criticism, particularly when he questioned the significance of Kirkconnell's actions in 2018 versus 2021, using the term woke police and suggesting people withhold judgment. His remarks were seen as dismissive and insensitive, prompting a significant public backlash. Rachel Lindsay, deeply upset by Harrison's remarks, left the franchise, citing her disgust with his response. Harrison was subsequently suspended and later fired by the Bachelor franchise amidst calls for accountability and cultural sensitivity. The incident highlighted ongoing debates about racism, cultural awareness, and the responsibilities of public figures in addressing sensitive issues. Katherine Heigl's reputation for being difficult to work with was significantly amplified by a 2008 interview with Vanity Fair. In the interview, she openly criticized the movie Knocked Up, in which she starred, branding it as a little sexist and expressing frustration with its portrayal of women. This drew backlash because she had chosen to be part of the film. A year later, Heigl starred in The Ugly Truth, a movie that received criticism for its perceived misogyny. This further fueled perceptions that she was difficult to collaborate with, giving directors and producers additional reasons to approach working with her cautiously. In response to her reputation, Heigl emphasized that she is not inherently rude, unkind, or mean-spirited. This episode underscored the challenges actors face in managing public perceptions and the impact of their public statements on their careers.
Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye.